and just hitting me down. Nothing positive. Where are you at, Lonnie? Hit me with one up, at least.
Yeah.
Matt's not throwing me a bone anyway. Nobody wants to hear about the haunted house. Damn. Nobody. Ooh, there's Lonnie with one. That's it. That's all I got. He gave me 2 thumbs up. Matt's laughing about it. That's perfect. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate that. You and your team. Okay, so I wanted to talk about the competition in junk removal today. I made some notes. I got notes. I made some notes. I noticed some stuff. Just kind of like go around the table and ask people this question. You know what I mean? Try to get everybody's opinion about it. And if you can't talk, like Carson, I know Carson can't talk sometimes because he's got his baby. That's very understandable. What do you think? And I realized this earlier this week because I have two guys that I work with all the time call me and ask me. They send me pictures all day. You know, and Carson does this too. He'll send me a picture and I'll look at it. But these guys work close to me, and they're always sending me pictures and asking me questions. So here's one thing. Who thinks, what are some of the problems that newcomers and some of the unique set of challenges that people that just start junk removal, they can't adjust to it, and that's why it leads to a high turnover. So I made my little list earlier today. I'm pretty exact on these too. What do y'all think they are? Oh, is my comments up? Go ahead. Go ahead, Carson.
I think a lot of people struggle with the inconsistency. Like, you know, one day you can hit it big, next day not great. And like we've been dealing, I don't know what's been going on, but it's like cancellation after cancellation. So,
wow, that's one of mine. So I put this, and that's great. It's true. Here's what happens, and I don't know if this is exactly what Carson's talking about, but it's the demand for work in junk removal. It fluctuates seasonally, in especially like from the summer to the winter, and newcomers. So pretend this happened January, February, March. These newcomers, they're having a great time. They're making all this money. April, May, June, they're okay. Then August hits, it starts slowing down. Then September, October. Then it's winter and it stops. What did they do with their money that they made in the past months? Because they thought this business was just going to keep on going. You see what I mean? They kept on spending their money. So any money that they made, they started spending. And that's logical. I mean, that's what we do, right? I mean, you make money, you spend money, right? But they go off and they buy a new truck, or they buy a new trailer, they buy new equipment, and then all of a sudden there's no business in the winter or the slow times. Like us, we know when the slow times are. We know when we're supposed to, because we've adjusted to the demands of the of nature and demands of weather and demands of slow and consistent. But businesses that aren't prepared for these lulls or don't diversify their services are going to struggle to stay afloat. And that's one of mine. It's called inconsistently workload. Okay, what's another one? Anybody?
I always see leads and pricing. That's the top two in all.
Pricing's number one for me. Pricing's number one. And it's true. Pricing is going to be the number one killer of all of these things. I'm going to tell you, Matt. I'm going to tell you this, Matt. So I did an $8,000 job. I think it was last Wednesday. It was last Wednesday. And I hired 6 companies to come help me out. And I asked all the companies, hey, what would you price this at? And one of the dumbest guys that I work with, I'm not going to mention who was, and I'm probably watching these videos because they always tell me they watch these videos. And he looks over and he says, $3,500. And I'm going, Matt, I'm spending $2,900 to complete this job to make $8,000. You know, understand what I mean? And I'm going, where is the mindset that this guy? I asked another guy and he said $2,500. The highest bid I got on this job that I was doing was $4,000. Everybody kept on saying $4,000, but I asked everybody individually. So pricing has everything to do with this business. And I think Honestly, I think that's the number one reason. I mean, of course, they're not getting jobs. And then here's the thing. It's hard for them to get jobs. And then when they do get the jobs, they underprice the jobs because they're suffering. You see what I'm saying? So kind of like a trickle effect. You're struggling and you get a job and you just don't want to lose it. So you give a good deal on the job. And then when you get the job and then you struggle to, pay the bills with the job. But I think definitely pricing is number one. All right. What's another one, guys? Deny this guy. What do y'all think another one is? Some of the challenges that a newcomer has in this business and why they struggle. Paid advertising. I didn't put paid advertising down. And one of the reasons I didn't put paid advertising down is I think that's the one that swallows everybody. You see what I mean? That swallows everybody. So I thought that was just too obvious. I put it down as everybody's going to end up doing it and just end up losing on it. It's so hard. I think it's a lack of marketing and visibility. That's what I think it is. But I guess that would go with what you're saying, Henario. What's another one? Go ahead, Lonnie.
Like the longevity of each job or so, like how momentum is what I'm trying to say. You hit like a couple jobs, then you're down. If you have constant momentum, that probably wouldn't be a problem. And cash flow.
Well, yeah, cash flow is one of mine too. And I think that goes with the same thing that Carson kind of said. You're working, you're making a lot of money, you keep this consistency, and then you're thinking that you're going to keep that consistency, and then the slowness of the business happens. You know what I mean? And that's when you hit the wall. You're like, dude, this business might not be for me. And then you get nervous, and then you pull a Henario, you start buying ads. Exactly what he said. You know what I mean? So it's a huge trickle effect. From what Matt said to what Carson said to what all of us are saying, it just trickles down. And it's overall, you start fucking up the pricing. You know what I mean? And then the thing about underpricing, newcomers often underestimate their operational cost. The fuel, the labor, the disposal fees, the truck maintenance, the insurance, the marketing. They set prices so low to attract their customers that this leads to slim margins and most of the time even losses. It's just unsustainable in the long run. Right now, it's cool. Right now. But in the long run, you can't grow the business like that. It kills you. It kills you. All right, guys. What's another one? What do you got, Indio? Carson, you got another one?
It's too much debt.
Too much debt. Okay. That's called, I put this one down. Where did I put this one down? Poor business. Yeah. Okay. So I put it down as pure business planning. They fail to develop like a comprehensive business plan. They don't never have a business planning. They have unrealistic financial projections, I guess, and they talk about marketing. Hey, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and then they end up paying for it. And I'm going to do this operational procedures, and then they pay someone to do that. Hey, I'm going to build my own website, I'm going to build my SEO, and they never really do that. This leads to like decision making that costs money, and then they get in debt. And I think a lot of people do that. I think a lot of people don't realize. Like, let's pretend, like Matt was saying, right? Pricing, okay? You did so good from January to like July. You did so good, and now you start spending money. And what are one of the things you do? You of course you get a new truck. Oh, you know what? I need to upgrade the website. You start spending, and this money is not a lot of money. It's just adding up and stacking. $1,000 website, not a lot. New truck, $1,200. Every month, but then the insurance is another $600. You're spending $1,800 on a vehicle. Oh, you know what? Now that I have money and I know it's going to be consistent right after July is over, because August is coming up and it's going to be busy, and then you realize that it's not going to get busy. but it's too late. You've already spent that money. And I think a lot of people get in that situation. They get into the underpricing. Hey, I get nervous. Haven't had any jobs. It's August now. It's September now. Let's price everything lower, and then they're just missing their mark. I think overpricing has a lot to do with most of these problems. Okay, so what's another one, guys?
I think people think it's just going to be super easy to do and make quick money. And then they figure out that, wow, you got to actually work and you get dirty and you got to bust your ass to make money. And I think people just think, oh, I see it online, how easy it is to make all this money and have all these nice things. But they don't realize how long it takes to get the clients, how much time you need to put in before it actually pays off.
Right. I put it as a trying out mentality.
Yeah, it's like a quick fix.
Yes, exactly. So it's they're trying to make this business a side hustle.
Yeah.
And
I don't think it's a side hustle.
Go ahead.
It's not. I don't think this business is really a side hustle business. I see people on the weekend doing it, but they're not making a lot of money. They're doing nickels and dimes, but I don't see it as a side hustle. I think you got to be all in.
To make money, okay, so you're right, Nick. I guess to make money on the weekends, on Saturdays and Sundays, and to pay some bills, to make that truck payment, or to, be able to buy those Jordans for your kid who's about to go in school. Great business, great side hustle, Saturday and Sundays, great business. And I'll agree with that. But in order for you to go and have a full-blown website, a full-blown Google My Business, social media on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, all of them, and then get the logo on the side of your truck, that's full commitment. At that point, you're full commitment. And I don't think these people that treat it as a side hustle are even willing to full commit to something like that, Nick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, they don't.
They
It's
just
a side hustle.
Yeah, and then here's what happens, Nick. When the going gets tough,
yeah,
the slow periods, the truck breakdowns, the difficult customers, they're more likely to give up. And I think Herrera, that's what I'm talking to you about, Herrera, right now. It's like people get in this business, and especially in Texas, Robert, and I'm right about this one. I think you can agree with this. Dude, when it's 100 degrees outside, customers are not stupid. They don't want to pick up the phone to have a Texan come to their house to clean out their garage. They know it's 100 degrees. Am I right about that, Herrera? Am I right about that? That they're more likely not to call, not because of lack of money, because they feel sorry for us? They know.
100 degrees is a good day here. Oof.
Shit, dude, I'm telling you, bro. Today was, I don't know how hot it was today, but I had to pull over and sit down in my truck for a little while. It was bad. And I think that's what happens. Customers will not call us out. It's so difficult to get jobs during August and September for us. I mean, I did 4 jobs today. They weren't high-paying jobs, but I did 4 jobs to pay for some stuff at the house and stuff. But I'm just thinking, this is not a normal day for me. It's a slow period for me, and I'm used to it. I mean, I've come to the sense that August and September, I don't work much anyway because of my haunted house. Now, for the last 4 years, I really haven't worked much for my haunted house, but people have priorities. And I think one of the biggest priorities during August and September are back to school. Back to school. Back to school is expensive. Now, school starts in August. School starts in August, and I'm going to tell you, it's going to drain every family down. It's just going to drain. You got to realize that most of these people have lives, and their scheduled bills are already scheduled to get paid. And then the kids come and they say, Dad, I need some new shoes. I need new clothes. So that's $500 per kid. You have 2 kids. That's $1,000. Now that garage clean out that was going to cost you $1,000, you're going to set that apart till next year. Does that make sense?
Of course, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
common.
Yeah. I think
it's everywhere is like that.
yeah, everywhere's like that. You're right.
Every day in California is like that, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
it
the whole
doesn't-
state of Texas is like that. The whole state of Texas is like that. You know how
Mhm.
much? So it's Texas. Y'all fail to realize something, and it's big in California too. Even Florida, even with Herrera. But I've noticed that. I mean, with Henario, I've noticed that football in Texas is a huge deal. High school football, and when August and September rolls around, parents are buying kids all that DAP tape, all the helmet stuff, all the Oakley things that cover, and they're dapping these kids up in like $2,000 worth of helmets, but they're getting different helmets. They want the grill. Everybody goes and buys that cool grill, the NFL grill. And that stuff costs money. Now the school supplies the helmet, the pads, and everything, but they don't supply the DAP tape. They don't supply the shoes. They don't supply the extra padding you want. That stuff you have to buy yourself.
Yeah, they don't supply all the bling that goes with that shit.
Yeah.
All
That
the
stuff is so expensive, dude. So expensive. And I think a newcomer is going through such a good season during July, and then when August hits, they're like, hey, wait a minute, what happened to those $30,000 months? They just don't exist anymore. They're gone. And I think a lot of newcomers, I've seen now friends of mine that are getting out of this business, and I'm like, dude, what? You did this 3 years and you're out already? Because they can't hang in the business. They just can't stay in this business.
I think a lot of them take it too seriously.
Well, you know what, man?
I think people take it way too seriously, and life's too short to take shit seriously like that. You know what I mean? You're picking up trash for a living, dude. Fucking deal with it. Be happy. And I don't think they get out of the business because they're unhappy. Not just because they're not making money, they're unhappy. Going to pick up people's trash.
You think it's a psychological thing or what?
I think so. Some of them, yeah, guaranteed.
They're embarrassed?
I bet you some of them are embarrassed picking up people's trash because it's an ego thing, right?
I see that. I could see the ego. Oh, okay, Carson. Tell me a little about this, Carson. Tell me about that. If you can whisper it, I'll hear it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like people see like the junk teens and the heavy load hauling, and they make it in all these influencers that make junk removal look super sexy, but then then you get into it and realize how unsexy it is, and you're like, yeah, maybe I'll go sell people websites.
Oh, wow. That's good. That is good. That is good. I see that. I see that. Huh. From personal knowledge, I'm going to agree with that statement. My son, Madison, he grew up in Frisco, Texas. He went to Frisco High School. His whole teenage, he played soccer on varsity. He had a lot of friends. When he started junk removal in Frisco, and y'all tell me if I'm wrong for this, but I thought to myself, wow, this is embarrassing for my son. He's going to go to his friends' houses because Frisco's a small town. It's a big city, but it's a small town. And is my son Maddie really going to go to his high school buddies that he played soccer with to their house and pick up trash? Is that something that he's going to embrace?
Yeah, because they could be laughing at him, dude.
Right. And I told him, this is a weird conversation that I'm having with y'all about this, but I told Maddie, I said, I remember having this discussion with him. I said, Maddie, you don't feel anything awkward when you go to your friend's house? This is what I told him. I said, Maddie, have you ever been to any of your high school buds' house? He goes, hell yeah. And I said, and what do they think? He goes, dude, I can tell you something, Dad. I'm working and they're not working. I'm making money, and they're not making money. He goes, I went to my friend's apartment to pick up a mattress from him. I charged him $85. I was walking out, Dad, I already had $750 while he was sitting on his computer playing Call of Duty. He goes, I don't care. I said, there's no embarrassing for hard work. That's what he told me. He said, hard work is always going to win over being embarrassed. Making money is always going to win that. And I was like, damn. But in my head, I wasn't thinking that way. You know, that's a hard pill for me to swallow. If I graduated from high school, I'm a teenager, and I'm going to my friend's house to pick up trash.
I know. I think it's easier when you're younger to do it because you're just hustling, right?
Right.
As you get older, then you're like, fuck, am I just a failure? I'm going to these people's homes and they're looking down on me because I'm picking up their trash. You know, it is a really psychological thing, dude.
I never think like that, Nick. I don't think like that for some reason. I don't know why. I've never thought like that. So Christy Muse from down the street, she was my ex-girlfriend. We dated for about 2 weeks. And
you pick up the mattress?
No. She was the first.
After you told her? Did you charge her extra for the mattress removal?
She was the first girl that I ever she kissed me. She was very forward. She ended up kissing me. She was the first girl I ever kissed in my life. And about 3 months ago, she called me to pick up some debris out of her garage. And I got there and she wasn't there. Her brother was there. I picked it up. And she called me back a few days later because I left my dolly over there. And I talked to her. She goes, so how's your haunted house? She just was like interested in the business the whole time. So how's this junk removal business work? Man, I've noticed that you post so much and you do all these videos, you have a following. And she was all hyped up about it. She was more hyped up about it than I was.
She's like a groupie.
I don't know, dude. It was just weird. But she grew up to be a big dyke, bro. Big old dyke, bro. She's huge dyke. And
Damn, into a dyke.
She did. And but she was so down to earth talking to me about her situation. I said, man, so you're married to a girl? And she's like, yeah, you know, it happened when I went to college. And I said, damn, that's weird, dude, because you're the first girl I ever kissed, you know? And I mean, I and then I messed with her. I remember messing with her. I said, your girl's not going to get jail because you're with your man, right? You know? And she was like, no, shut up, Ricardo. And I just making fun of her the whole time. We were laughing back and forth.
After one kiss, she changed the playing field, bro. Bro, what kind of kiss was that, bro?
Oh,
bro, we were at Six Flags on the log ride. And this is how long the kiss was. And she was like this. And I was like, oh my God.
And that changed her.
That changed her, bro. That changed her. And then she dumped me like 2 weeks later. Yeah. Yeah, she dumped me. Anyway, but you know, I would think, I guess ego would be a big deal.
Yeah, ego's tough. It's a tough pill to swallow for some people when you have an ego and you're picking up people's shit.
Huh. You know what's weird about it is I go to people's houses and like, I guess it's on a high percentage. I guess 8 out of 10 houses. Let's just say I do 10 jobs tomorrow. 8 of them already know who I am. And the people that don't know who I am just treat me nice. You know what I mean? But the people that know what I do and do online, they're hilarious with me. They'll mess around with me. They'll joke with me. I don't know. I don't look at this ego thing. I felt bad for Maddie at first, but then when he told me, hell no, I'm the one making money, Dad. They're not making money. I am. I was like, okay. And he's so conquered Frisco, so tough. He's so busy over there. Way busier than I ever made it. It's weird. Anyway, how about this one? Okay, here's one for y'all. Sorting and disposing the proper way. So that was one of mine. Okay, so you know how a newcomer, he'll just throw shit in the truck, not sort it out, not kind of Tetris it, right? And then they get the good stuff. They're not taking out the recycle. You know, okay, so I don't recycle my stuff, but I take out all the recycle and I throw it out of my van. I throw it so the scrappers could come and get it, right? So if you're new to this business and you don't know that business, then you're screwed. You see what I'm saying? And that costs you money.
Yeah, you waste money.
Yeah, you waste money. You're inefficient at that point, Nick. You know what I mean? You're just inefficient at that point. And then here's another one, Nick. Here's another one. How long does it take somebody to go, hey, man, we can sell this? We can sell this, you know? Hey, let's go drop this chair off at the house and then keep on route to our business. You know what I mean? Keep on going to the next. They don't think that, hey, let's just dispose of it. And how about this one? How about this one? They fill up the truck 75% and then they take it to the dump. See what I'm saying?
And there's some companies out there that say, hey, if your truck's and they preach this, if your truck is 75% full, you better empty it before you go to a job so you get more money. There's certain companies that preach that. I've heard them on their podcast or whatever.
What?
Yeah, your buddies do that. I won't name a name, but they're in California.
What?
And they're having a something going on out here. But I'm not naming any names.
They're having a Mexico.
I'm not naming names, dude. I'm not saying a word.
They're having a punk Mexico.
Hopefully they'll still be there because today we're on tidal wave warning. We just got a tsunami warning in California. Crazy.
What?
A tsunami warning.
A tsunami warning? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was like an 8.5 earthquake off the coast of Russia.
Yeah.
Are y'all being serious?
That Hawaii was like gonna have a massive tsunami.
I'm gonna get busy soon.
Dude, the Junk Expo is gonna be underwater.
No, that ain't gonna happen.
Damn.
They're evacuating like Waikiki and beaches along the Hawaiian Islands right now.
Well, how long does the water travel? It travels at a slow pace for hundreds of miles or what?
Yeah, it travels pretty quickly, actually. It's not that slow, but it travels. I mean, it's off the Aleutian Islands, and it moves. And so all the west coast of California and all the Hawaiian Islands are on tsunami warning right now. So if this is the last time I hear from you, it's nice knowing you.
Oh, no, bro. Don't die right now, bro.
God bless you.
God bless.
Junk world all the way.
God, Matt, when are you going to cut that grill, bro? When are you going to cut that? I want to fucking cut it for you, Matt. It's just, I want to fucking cut it. I wish you could read.
There's some leftovers in that thing.
Dude, there is some food in there. Let me see it, Matt. Get it really close
That
up.
shit's clean.
There's chicken in there.
No, it's not. Matt, get it like this, Matt. I want to look inside of it. Let me look inside of it. Get really close.
Mm.
Oh my God, bro.
Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word.
There's a nest. There's a nest of American eagles. You're gonna get arrested. There's a nest there, bro. That is crazy, dude. You know, I could never get that much. I don't have any hair on my hands or my legs.
Natural air conditioning.
What are you talking about? Oh.
Okay, so Ricardo, going back to your thing, like, oh, you should drop off like a chair or something you could sell at your house or your whatever you want to call it, what, your office, your compound. I find myself doing that too much, where now I feel like I'm turning into a fucking hoarder. So I got to get rid of my shit. I think that happens to people too. Like, oh, I could sell this. Look how cool this thing is. You know, because we pick up a lot of cool shit. And then you just find yourself going, damn, I need a junk guy at my house.
Well,
shit now.
I feel that.
Okay, so when I was, that's a great example of my brother and my sister. Okay, let me tell you what happens. So during these past few months, June and July, especially June and July, I've been showing up with my van full of furniture. And when I pull up to the haunted house, they're there and I start unloading stuff. They jump out of the haunted house and they start going through everything.
Oh,
and the realistic, I'm like, I always look at them and I'm going, God, y'all are just hoarders. And they start walking shit to their cars. They start taking lamps to their cars. They'll take, just the weirdest shit. And I'm going, the whole time I'm like, all right, just empty it out. You know, don't take the furniture. Furniture's going inside the haunted house. But I'm
take it. Take what you want.
Yeah, take what you want. But here's what's going on with my mentality, Nick. 18 years of doing this shit. Trust me, I've seen it and I don't want it no more. You see what I mean?
Yeah. Of course. I think I'm getting to that point now. I just cleaned out my yard. Like I had so much stuff thinking, oh, I could sell this and just start stockpiling. You get all these little tchotchke things that are super cool. And then no, you just gotta get rid of that shit.
It's got to go, man.
Gotta lighten the load.
That's why I don't recycle no more, man.
I take all my stuff to the recycler. They take all my stuff. It's good to make friends with your recycler guy because they'll take your shit. They'll take your furniture. They'll take whatever you have.
Hey, but they're not paying you or nothing. They're just taking it away.
No, they just pay me for my scrap, right? They pay us for our scrap, but they have this. They set up this big area now where they just like give it to like people, or they sell like the nicer shit, all the clothing. They just give it away. And it just draws more people into their facility as well, right? So it's a win-win. I don't have to go to the dump, and they take it off my hands. So it's good. I mean, it's a good way to dump your shit without dump fees.
Yeah, I don't, these past June and July, I only switch my dumpster once every 2 weeks. I'm used to switching the dumpsters twice a week.
So you have a 40-yarder.
Yeah. I have one in Fort Worth and Dallas now.
That's a big one.
Yeah. Yeah. So I have one in Dallas. I have one in Fort Worth.
So do you have that machine that goes in and crushes
Get the
all
hell
the
out of here. That machine's called Ricardo, motherfucker.
Have you seen those?
Yeah, they're badass. Yeah.
That's crazy, though. I don't know.
Yeah, they're
Those
badass.
things are crazy. But then I see those dumps, the big dumpsters going to the dump, and they can't get this shit out because it's so compacted in there.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's crazy. I don't know how those guys make money, dude. Those compactor company.
I ordered one of those dumpsters and that clean out the other day. And
How long does it take? How long do you have to? What's the lead time on a dumpster? Is it like you have to give them like 2
30
weeks?
days. So I have 30 days.
No, but like when you order it, will they order it that week or a couple days?
Oh no, dude. I ordered for Wednesday.
Yeah.
I ordered it on Monday to come Wednesday, Monday to Wednesday. Yeah. Monday. Yeah. So what happened was someone bailed out on me Tuesday. So I got on the phone and I told her, I said, hey, she was going to bring me a 20-yarder. I said, can you just make it a 30-yarder? I just need a 30-yarder. They said, yeah, we'll switch it out in the morning. They showed up at 10:30. We already had 2 loads in the junk removal trucks, TNTs and junk removal solutions. They had filled up already. And then, yeah. And then the rest of the house got taken in the 30-yarder and James B&G junk removal. He took the rest.
What's a 30-yarder running you?
Oh man, it was pricey this time. It cost me $500. Yep. Put it this way: the 40-yard dumpster that sits in Fort Worth, cost me $508. The one, it's a 40-yarder. Don't forget. The one in Dallas cost me $480. And the 30-yarder in Arlington cost me $500. That don't make any sense, right?
No.
Yeah, but it was like I told them, hey, I changed it on them, and they came out the next day immediately. So it was pretty cool. They were cool about it.
Can you put a dumpster anywhere, like when you go up, or are there some areas in wherever you're at that you can't bring a dumpster here? Like there's some areas in my area.
Yeah. Arlington's
have dumpsters. You can't put them on the street. They're too big to put here. You gotta can't do it.
So the city of Arlington has a contract with United Waste, and they can only drop. And I told them, they told me when I told them on the phone, I said, just leave it for one day. If they come by, I'll tell them I own it. You know what I mean? And then they were like, okay, Ricardo, you'll take responsibility. Nobody came by. They picked it up immediately the next day. It was gone by 10 o'clock the next day.
Right.
Yeah. So they dropped it off, and I felt like, dude, just give me 3 hours with this thing, park down the street, and I'll do this, Yeah,
you'll fill it quick.
Yeah, but I guess he had other dumps to do that day. But they're pretty cool about it. They're pretty cool.
Okay.
Let's see. Go back to the thing. Let me see. Lack of marketing visibility, the trying out, laboring. Here's another problem that they have. And I see this in junk teens. They they like hire any team they want, any guy that they want. You know what I mean? They just come out there and hire somebody. I saw one of their videos. They had like 14 motherfuckers at a clean out, right? And I was thinking, I think I counted like 13 people. I don't know. Did anybody see the video? They did this huge clean out, had like 13 employees. Did anybody see that?
I saw the first clip and I shut up. You don't watch
So it was a clip. I think I saw the same clip that you saw.
Yeah.
It was like a 20-second clip, and junk teens. They landed like a $12,000 job.
There's a zillion people out there fucking picking shit up.
Yeah,
and they were everywhere.
Everywhere. They were everywhere. And they were wearing these black junk teens trucks, and I swear I counted 12.
They're throwing shit everywhere.
Yeah. So I counted 12. And I saw the trash, and I was going, wait a minute. 12. So I did a clean out, I think last year, that was twice the size that they had. And I used 7. They had 12 people to do the clean out. And I did it with 7 guys. So just think about that. That's 5 more people. That's 5 more mouths you got to feed. That's 5 more.
Yeah. But who knows how they're getting paid, dude, right? Because they're all teens. They're all friends. They all just be like, hey, bro, come do our video. Help us out. And whatever you find, you can have. Like,
I don't know how they do it. I mean, I have no idea.
Because when you're young, you do stupid shit.
I have no idea. I just thought that was too many. But again, that's lack of not knowing the business. You know what I mean? Poor business planning. Vince, how's business right now?
What's that?
Vince.
Hey, what's up, brother?
What's up,
It's been super busy. Last month it was a 15K month.
Is that all he's going to say?
My bad. I had the Brady Bunch in the background, but yeah, man, it's been real busy.
So is a busy month. What is a busy month for you, Vince? How much is a busy month, money wise?
For me?
Busy month, 40, 50K.
Okay.
Shit, I ain't had one of those in a long time.
Yeah. I mean, last week we did 4 shed removals, and I think it totaled out to almost 7,000 just on sheds.
Nice.
And then every day of those, on top of those sheds, we had at least another, 4 to 5 jobs on the schedule. That was just last week. Yeah, our shed removal, we rank really high for shed, hot tubs, some of those keywords, that people aren't really focusing on. Satellite dishes. I have 2 satellite dishes tomorrow. What a coincidence. So, yeah. It's been good, man.
What's your highest month you've ever had, Nick?
30.
So my highest month.
But I'm all by myself too, right?
Yeah. My highest month, I will tell you the most profitable month. I remember exactly what that was. The most profitable month I ever did that I took home was $28,000 in 1 month. I took that money home. I physically had it in my hands.
That's awesome.
I almost killed myself the whole month. So the last month, June, I landed that $27,000 job. That was the Joanne's job. And if it wasn't for that month, I don't think I go over 40. You know what I mean? Like, I don't go over 40. So tell you that if I have a $15,000 month, I'm great, dude. I am so comfortable living life.
That's where I'm at. I'm like 15 to 20.
Dude, I am so comfortable.
I'm happy because I could take off whenever I want. I'm like happy with that, dude.
And I don't mind.
I don't need to stress on every little job.
Now, Maddie is where Vince is at. Maddie's where Vince is at. Maddie just goes, oh my God, that kid. Oh my God. And he's by himself too. But no, not me, dude. If I'm at 15, I'm good. How about you, Carson? What is your month is? An average. Let's see what Carson tells us any secrets. See.
Did you say what my average month is?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like 35.
35. Okay. How about you, James? James or Hanario? What do you got? James, go ahead.
I'd probably say average. Last month I did 10. This month I'm about to hit 11. This month's been great. But I'd say I average probably only
That's
like
not bad.
like 5.
Yeah.
That was like when we had those really big jobs.
Hanario, what did you say?
2025.
2025. So Hanario's higher than me. How about Sin City?
For the year, I'm averaging 15.
15. That's where I'm at. Exactly where I'm at.
Yeah, I do about like 100 jobs, 100 to like 110 jobs a month.
I don't know where I'm at then.
I mean, that was the highest
that's
I've
a lot
ever
of
had.
jobs.
20 or 25. I forgot what it was. Not every month. No, I wish. Well, not really. Not right now. It's too damn hot.
Too damn hot, dude. I remember 1 month. This is when I had like 5 employees and we had like all these trucks running the streets. We made like $68,000 in a month. And I profited that month about $6,000. Yeah. We made so much money and I had no money in return. I mean, I ain't made nothing. By myself, the highest profit a month is 28. That month I probably hit 35. I have no idea. I don't remember. James, go ahead.
What are y'all doing to push these 40, 50K months? I mean, like what are y'all doing?
Well, I'm not hitting any 40K months. I mean,
I was talking to whoever said the 40, 50K.
We're doing man, I'm hitting the social media. Like last week I got 2 referral jobs from realtors, 1,600 clean out and a 1,300. So that's just 3K off of Facebook alone. So I'm just doing everything that you could think of, word of mouth. I'm getting them many reviews as I can. I'm trying to get my ranking to rank high. Right now we're somewhere between 2 and 4 when you look us up for junk removal in Austin, Texas. So I mean the key is to get your business ranking high. Like I'm sure Maddie ranks probably number 1 for Frisco, Texas. So that's why he's rolling. You know what I mean? That's the key. You gotta rank high for certain keywords and services that you offer.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I rank high in Louisville, but I mean, and I'm on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, any social media platform you can think of, but I don't know. I mean, like I said, I mean, I have my good months where I'm hitting like the best I've had which is going to be this month, is probably going to be at almost 12, almost 11, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
James, I'll tell you something. So I work with James. Me and James work tomorrow together. Me and James are working tomorrow together, as a matter of fact. And James came to the hoarder house that we hit the other day. And James, here's what James' problem is that he's running a race that everybody else is walking. You see what I'm saying? He's going too fast. And James, I understand your worth ethic. You want to work. James is a hard worker, by the way. James is a hard worker. I'm not going to take that away from him. But James, I always look at you and I'm thinking, James, you want everything fast. Junk removal is not a fast-paced business. And I know there's a lot of people out there like the junk teens and that they're on luxurious, like Nick, like you were saying, they make everything.
Yeah. Takes time. It takes time.
It takes time to build. And James, my biggest job I've ever got was 48 grand. After that's like 36, 28, 17. You will eventually land those jobs. Brother, James, I've been doing this 18 fucking years. You have been doing this for like 18 months, right?
Yeah, about a year and a half.
Okay, imagine that. I've been doing it for 18 years. You've been doing it 18 months. Imagine, and such an advantage that I have over like James, like Herrera, okay? Businesses like that in my area. Get this. Everybody knows, and I think Sin City, from Hanario to Nick, everybody, you have those commercial accounts. How did they call you? They saw you online. They know another person, another friend, a real estate. They called you. They saw you, and now that real estate agent is now working with another real estate agent, and then you got it. Right? Right? Is that how it worked out, James? Sin City. Right? Is that how you got?
Realistically, I have very few of those because, well, I don't like contractors
Yeah, me neither.
or
I hate them.
a lot of those.
Yeah.
But I mean, I have a few realtors that help out. Yeah, they reached
Okay,
me
so
from
how did you
Google.
get that? You didn't market to them. They just called you out of the blue, right?
Yeah, they called me out of the blue, and then one post something on Facebook, and
Exactly.
I collect a few
So
more.
just take that idea, James, right there, what he just said. Just take that idea. How many more years? I have 17 more years than you do. So I have an advantage of getting more commercial contracts, which are my bread and butter right now, especially when it's slow. People are always dumping shit in the fucking dumpster enclosure for some reason. So, and this is what I always say. I have an advantage over most of the companies in DFW because of my longevity, just because of that. Hey, you know it's not customer service, James. You know that. You've seen me in action. You know it's not customer service.
Definitely not.
Definitely. You hate when I talk to customers. James, he cringes so hard when I talk to customers. He's like, oh my God. He walks away. He's so embarrassed about this shit. But, and James, I've seen his customer service. He goes by the book. He plays it right by the book. He fucking worships the customer when I'm like, dude, here's your price. You like it. Let's just fucking move it, dude. You know?
Yeah, James, and make them hit those reviews hard, dude. Like, once you get up to like 300 plus, it makes it a lot easier for people to find you and trust your company as well.
I don't think James has a problem with reviews. He's got a lot of reviews.
Yeah, right
For
now,
sure.
I got I think, like I said, I've been doing it for about a year and a half. I'm at like 140, I want to say 145. Yeah.
Damn, yeah, no, you're crushing it then. That's killer.
Yeah, I'm still holding tough at 22.
We just hit 460.
Hell yeah.
I still got 22. No zero on the end of that bitch. No, and that's a huge advantage. Like I said, James, I work with James, and I think James wants to move his business and grow his business so fast. Listen, James, I'm going to tell you this. How old are you, James?
I'm 19 going on 20.
Okay, 19 going on 20s. And I pick on, who did I pick on, your dad? Did I pick on your dad? Or who?
Nah, that was my my girl's dad. That one day he was with me.
Yeah, and I laid into him, right? What happened? He hates my guts, right?
Yeah, he can't stand you.
Yeah, he can't stand me. You are in an opportune time at your age, bro, to take advantage of $10,000 or $8,000 months. God bless you, bro. God bless you. I don't know how many motherfuckers are 19 years old. I don't know how many. Do you know, Vince, that are 19 years old making $8,000 a month? I don't. That's a lot of fucking money. I don't know. Yeah, that's a lot of fucking money, James, and you're making it. So, does anybody know any 19-year-olds that make, $10,000 a month? Does anybody know any 19-year-olds? And I'm being realistic. I'm asking a question. I don't. Matt is 24. He's got 5 years on you, James. You know what I mean?
Shit, I'm 37. I don't know too many 37-year-olds making that kind of money.
Come on, you know that. There's nobody making that much money. Yeah, there's nobody. Yeah. Every time I go out to eat with my friends, I'm called. They call me money, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck, And they give me that persona. They see my shit on YouTube or whatever, my haunted houses and shit like that, and that's what they say to me. And I'm like, just because they think I make up that much money. And James, you're in your position at 19, bro. Take your time. Just don't make stupid decisions like your truck. I think your truck was a big fucking fuck up for you. It's a great looking truck.
Yeah,
100%. You should have bought something used, and I told you about that. You saw Maddie's truck, right? You saw it, right?
Yeah, I mean it's nice though. I mean it's not. Yep. But I mean I agree. I should have definitely not went out and got a new truck. I mean, I just did it just because I don't know. I mean, I just wanted a nice
it's
truck.
okay. You're 19. Who gives a fuck? I made mistakes at 19, dude. I'm 50 years old this month. You know what I mean? If you don't make mistakes, what the fuck? Where are you learning from? You know what I mean? You're gonna make mistakes. It's okay. It's not a big deal. Eventually, hopefully, the best thing for you is if you wreck that truck, and they write you a check, and then you can cash that check and then buy a used truck. That'd be the best opportunity for you. You know what I mean? But yeah, that truck eats up a lot of your profits. I know it does. And the insurance. Whew, how much is the insurance?
I pay like $650, something like that for insurance. And then for the note on the truck, it's like, I want to say like 8 or 9. But I mean, I had a high, I mean, I got the truck as soon as I turned 18. So my interest rate was like, I think like 19%, bro. Obviously my credit was shot, bro. I mean, I had no credit, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to go refinance it here probably the next few months, get it down to hopefully 4 or 5.
All I can tell you is take your time. You're learning from me, bro. You're learning from me all the time. And James is he asks a lot of questions. James asks a lot of questions. He really does. And I don't mind answering them. I got mad at you that one time because you didn't want to go do a job. But I think you've learned your lesson that, about that. But other than that, I've been cool with you. I've always paid you every time you work with me. You're a good worker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Just take your time, dude. Take your time in this business. Take your time. I gave you a jet ski, didn't I?
Oh yeah, that bitch was, bro, 2019, bro. This was crazy.
And then tomorrow we're getting the trailer for it, aren't we?
Oh yeah.
That trailer's nice, bro. You can tell in the pictures, right? Oh, yeah, I got a lot of pictures. I didn't send them to you because I got lazy. But yeah, man, just take your time, learn, keep on coming to these meetings. You'll learn something from somebody. You're just gonna hear something and it's gonna take off on you. I don't want to say this, but and I'm not gonna mention anybody's names. But when I went to the thing that I spoke at, what was it called? The Junk Expo, the one that I spoke at in North Carolina. I forgot what it was called.
JunkCon.
So I was at JunkCon, and when people were speaking, me and my wife, we just walked around the town, and I was there when Lee would call me. He said, "Hey, Ricardo, they're going to sign autographs. You're going to go and people want to talk to you. Go to your booth." I said, "Yeah, no problem." We finished eating. I go to my booth. He always gave me a heads up. "Hey, 1 hour, you're going to do this." I'm like, "Okay." In 2 hours, you're going to speak. Then we come back, and I remember going. Yeah, I remember going to one of the seminars that they had, and I was just walking through. I was with my wife, and we walked into one of the seminars, and someone said something. They were like throwing little nuggets, and I grabbed that nugget, James. Get this. I grabbed that nugget that I heard, and I used it. And I'm going to tell you, it's worked for me. I don't want to tell you who gave me that nugget, because y'all are going to go, "Oh, this motherfucker stole from them." You know what I mean? But I got this nugget, and I've always stuck with it. And it took me like I was like doing it for a couple of weeks. I said, "I'll just try it." And then I started doing it. I said, "Wait a minute, this motherfucker works." And I started using it more, and it worked. Anyway, any little idea. And to be honest with you, I was kind of arrogant too. I was just like, I'm not going to learn shit from nobody. I know everything. I'm the speaker here. You know what I mean? I don't need to learn. And then I took something from them, and I stole it, and I used it. And it's worked for me.
What was it?
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell nobody.
What?
I've told you on this video.
Bro.
No,
Come
I
on,
told
You
man.
suck, bro. You're lame. Look at it.
Listen. It's
Brown
not.
fingers down, dude.
Don't give me the
Brown
fucking
is
thumbs down.
down.
You're giving me black thumbs down. You're not even giving yellow thumbs down.
Ricardo's nugget was use Google Ads, and he started doing it.
No, it was just, I'll never reveal who I stole it from. Never. I'll die to my grave who I stole it from. But the idea was simple. It was simplicity in the whole. And if I told you the idea, someone's going to watch this video and know who it was.
Okay.
If you text me, I'll tell you. I don't care. I
See
don't.
you later.
Who I stole it from is what I do matter.
Just put it
Nick
in
got
the
mad.
chat.
Nick got mad and left
Put
the
it in the
meeting.
chat.
No, I'm not gonna put it in the fucking chat, Carson. You can call me tomorrow and ask me. It's really dumb, but anyway, it was it was just a nugget that they were saying, and I took it and I ran with it, and I've used. Actually, my haunted house used the same method that my junk removal does, and we use it now. You know what I mean? Oh, Carlos says people set high expectations because they saw people making $1,200 before lunch. Yeah, there's so much of that shit going on right now. So many people talking about that.
Yeah, James, like I'm sure you know, obviously you're young and stuff, but listen to your body too, man. Don't risk getting injured
Oh
and all
yeah,
that stuff. 'Cause again, you're your biggest asset. I know you know that, I'm sure, but listen to your body and don't be scared to ask for help if something's a little bit too heavy, because again, that's the most
hey,
important thing, your safety and the property safety.
great advice. And I'm going to tell you, your bones, James,
Yes.
are way better than my bones and Sin City's bones. Your bones are nice and they're fresh bones.
Yeah,
And
I don't
you
know
can,
about
and
my
I'm
you,
gonna
you
tell
know
you.
about my back, Ricardo, how I broke it about 2 years ago.
Yeah, you told me
I
about
had
that.
the spine surgery and all that.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I mean, I still pick up shit. But I mean, yeah, I know what you mean.
you got
I
to
try my
watch
best
out, bro.
not to.
You know, if I make a certain number at my haunted house this year, I'm quitting junk removal. I've already told Madison. I told my closest friends, I'm not going to do junk removal. It's killing my body. It's killing me, bro. It was fucking killing me every day. I wish I was 35. I wish I was 40. Hell, I wish I was 45. At 45, I was feeling great. Now I'm 50. I'm falling apart. Look, I got wrinkles everywhere, bro. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, dude. I don't want any full-time workers. They're just gonna cut in my cheese, bro. They're just gonna cut in my cheese. No.
Yeah, but like we were saying, we got to take care of our body, man. I was doing it 5 years straight. I remember at one point in time with just a landscaping trailer, no dump trailer, and I was doing 1 to 2 loads a day by myself. And after a while, I'm like, man, dude, I got to get somebody to help me, because you get worn out. You know what I mean? It's hard work.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and it's like the stupidest stuff too. It's like all that walking distance, dude. Those steps add up so quick and wear you the fuck out.
Yeah, man, that sun will tear your ass up real quick.
Here's a quick one for you. During September, I take the whole month off because I concentrate on my other business. Well, this is no lie. About 2 years ago, when I took September off because of my haunted house, I went back to junk removal just 30 days later. And I remember going to a lady's house to remove her fridge. And I swear to God, bro, it was the most heaviest fridge ever. I lost my technique on how to load it and just pry it up there. I just could not do it because of 30 days that I hadn't been doing junk removal. That's how my body was getting old, dude. No shit. No shit. I grabbed that fridge and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? What's up with this fridge? Is it drilled to the ground? Seriously, man. Seriously. And
Yeah, man.
now I just grab them and throw them in the truck. Now I don't care now, you know. But
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it just 30 days off of it. That's how my body could not adapt to it. So
Yeah.
anyway, all right, guys, it's 10:02. Thanks for staying tuned tonight. I'll see everybody next week. Good luck. Okay. Good night, guys.
Luke?
Have a good night, guys.
Good night.